Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel, ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, as well as give this video a thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed it. And feel free to leave me any comments or questions that you may have on Supreme Week 5. And as always, do not forget, hit that notification bell as we do have a ton of up and coming videos. I do want to notify you as soon as we have those up and posted. So this is none other than Supreme Week 5. And literally when I saw a few items that had dropped, I was like, I don't know about this. But then I saw a stool, and the stool was keeping my drive going to be pumped up for the rest of that partial list to drop. Excuse me. So let's get into Supreme Week 5's drop list, go through my top 5 picks for the week, what I think you should be going for, talk about the price points, and let's get into it. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried about my wrench because as I spoke about before in a previous video, I was unable to receive my Red Verified Tee. Supreme canceled it 3 weeks later from that week 1. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to go through that same scenario with the wrench, but I got it. So let's just take a look. This is a heavy duty wrench. This is no plastic play school toy at all. This is rigid USA, like it says on the back. And as you can see here, you can kind of tighten and loosen it depending on what you're trying to loosen up. A wrench just reminds me of a sink, so I don't know what else I would need this for, but definitely is something that's useful if you are maybe a plumber or in need of a wrench. Hardcore. All right, so now let's go through the Supreme Week 5 drop list, talk about items from my least favored to maybe my highest favored. We'll start from the beginning. Let's talk about Peter Witkin. So interesting fact, if you guys didn't know, I was actually born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's right, Breaking Bad.
How long will it take to sell this batch?
Anyways, some of these pieces that I've seen make sense for New Mexico, so I'm going to go through and kind of describe where I think he was coming from. But Joel is actually a pretty well-known photographer, but he's known for some interesting stuff. He's known for photography on death, when it comes to transgender, when it comes to just like dwarfism, or people who have issues basically with their bodies. So kind of creepy stuff that I've seen him post, and we're gonna go through what some of those items are with this collab with Supreme. So first up, we've got that Supreme Peter Witkin Sanitarium hooded sweatshirt, and that comes in a pink, a white, a burgundy, a lime green, and a black. Something right off the bat that I'm noticing is this is a very large print. So it literally takes up almost the entirety of the back of that hoodie. So on the back, it looks like kind of a demon with a boob hanging out, and they've got like some plugs that are hooked to that demon. Pretty creepy. I don't know. I'm thinking Supreme decided to come out with this just based off the fact that it's Halloween coming up. I guess that makes sense for that. As far as the back, there's a little tiny, looks like his signature on the back. And then on the front, we've got just kind of that stenciled in Supreme logo. So probably gonna definitely pass on that. Next up, we have the Harvest Tee long sleeve t-shirt, and it has Native American on there. I would say out of all the different pieces that he has in the collection, this is probably my favorite. New Mexico is known for its Native American culture. I grew up as a little girl on the reservations hanging out on some of the Pueblo natives' land, which is pretty cool. So I definitely see where he's coming from with this long sleeve shirt. It looks like it comes in the burgundy, a gray, a white, a lime green, a pink, and a black. All All right, so my least favorite of this collab is probably the t-shirt. It's got some creepy looking demon with a child like sucking on its tit. I don't know. I get it, like it's artsy, but it's definitely not really something I'm too crazy about. It's got the simple Supreme on the front, which I don't mind, but that back is a massive photo. So you're not gonna be able to miss that picturesque demon sexuality thing going on there. I don't know. And that's the mother-child tee. It comes in that pink, white, gray, burgundy, lime green, as well as the black. So definitely this collab for Supreme Week 5, I'm probably gonna pass on those items. They're not my favorite. Next up, we've got that thin striped polo, pretty basic polo. Definitely more of a personal item. I definitely am not going to go for that. I don't really rock in these type of polos very well. It comes in a beige, red, and black, and that's going for $98. Next up, we've got that crochet crusher hat. Probably gonna pass on this. Definitely not really my style of a bucket hat, but it does come in that multicolor as well as a blue and grayish tone, and that's gonna be going for around $68. Next up, we've got the patchwork sweatpants. We've also got a hoodie that matches those sweatpants. I don't know, it's an interesting kind of block pattern going on. It's that pink and magenta kind of purplish color. We've got a brown and a black, a cream and a gray, as well as a green and a brown. It's all right. It's not really something as far as like what I like to wear pattern wise that I would probably go for hardcore. Those pants are going for $168, and the patchwork hooded sweatshirt's going for $178. It's kind of got a nice block logo on the front, not Supreme. Definitely not my favorite of the hoodies that I've seen, but you know, it's got some interesting bright colors, so maybe if you're into that, that may be a go-to. Next up, we've got the crochet hooded zip-up sweater. I have seen in the past that some of the crochet work items do tend to be some of the top sellers and can be great on the resale end. Just kind of depends on how many they end up launching, if it's more limited, if it's not more limited. I definitely would pass on that blue and grayish and white color tone, but the multicolor, I'm kind of feeling that. I don't know, there's just something about it that's unique, it's different. A lot of work obviously has gone into that crochet work of art, so I'm thinking that that may be an item that I may go for. Next up, we've got the cuff stripe beanie in black, red, blue, orange, cream, and green. Not my favorite logo, the Supreme logo there. It's interesting how it's spelled out, and it kind of is a difficult way to read Supreme on the front, so not my favorite of the beanies. Definitely probably gonna pass on that. It's going for around $36. Next up, we've got the paneled football jersey. Jerseys in the past I've known to just kind of sit on the side. They don't really do that great, so probably gonna take a hard pass on this one. But it does come in a variety of colors. So we've got a camo, a kind of light purple pinkish color with gray, a red and blue, as well as an all black with details of white on there, and that's going to be going for around $118. Next up, we have the overdyed twilled hooded jacket. Looks like a windbreaker to me. Probably going to just take a pass. I don't really need windbreakers right now. We are nearing towards the winter season here in New York, so definitely looking for a lot more warmer accessories and clothing options for my wardrobe, but windbreakers just don't really cut it out here. That windbreaker has a Supreme on the front, and it comes in like an orange creamsicle color with a brighter green, as well as kind of a darker charcoal gray. That's going for $228. Next up, we have the New Era Shop beanie. The one thing I think that's cool about this beanie is it actually matches one of the hoodies coming out, which are going to be kind of exclusive region locked, depending on if you get it online or in store. So each store will have a different option. So one will be New York, one will be LA. Obviously, if you're in San Francisco, you can get a San Francisco one in store, and depending on if you're in Tokyo as well as Europe, those are some other locations that would be on those beanies and that hoodie as well. And it's going for $38. Comes in a purple, a army green, a red, a cream, a gray, a black, as well as a navy. And it's just kind of got that stripe with that smaller text. All right, next up, we've got the rainbow knit loose gauge beanie. I actually love this beanie. It's kind of giving me these sweater feels. It comes in a green, kind of a blackish, purplish color, a red, a blue and pink color, and an orange color. Probably gonna go hard for the red or that bluish color tone. It does have that nice box logo in the red with the Supreme on it. And that's going for $34. Next up, we have the Ancient S Top. Probably gonna be a pass for me. It's kind of complicated. The right up on the front here, it's like an ancient kind of Egyptian looking writing with the hieroglyphics, it looks like, on there. It comes in a teal, an orange, a black, and a white, and that's going to go for a price point of around $98, which is pretty high for a t-shirt, so definitely a little too high on the price point for me for a tee. Next up, we've got the Watches Reversible Puffy Jacket. There's a lot going on with this. It's got watches all over it. It's kind of a cool print going on, but I don't know, it's not really my style. But definitely a warmer coat that I would be able to use more so in New York. And that comes in that white and red, a blue and yellow, and a green and black. And that's gonna be ranging around $218. Next up, we have the Shop Hooded Sweatshirt. Again, I mentioned with the beanies, those are going to be region locked in a sense where depending on what store you're able to get it in, it will have that name on the actual hoodie. So if you're in LA, you're gonna get the LA one, or New York. Fortunately, if you're ordering online, you don't really have the option to get one necessarily in your area. But I do like that it is going to have different locations on it. And again, that comes in black, army green, a natural color, a navy, a light gray, a red, as well as core purple. Next up, we have a two-tone, that hoodie is actually going for around $158 as well. Next up, we've got the two-tone work shirt, which it's kind of got some nice patchwork going on. Personally, I don't think I could use this in my wardrobe, but it does come in some simple colors. So we've got a black, a white, and then a pink paired with like a khaki color, as well as a navy paired with that dark charcoal gray with the Supreme across the top of the chest. That's going for $128. Probably not an item that I want to add to my wardrobe, but I don't mind the coloring scheme that they paired with that. Next up, we've got the cotton cinch pants, and those are pretty cool. They kind of look like cargo pants. I actually don't mind that camo colorway with the green and the brown and the blacks, as well as it comes in a black color, a red, a white, as well as a light blue. Definitely, we have a nice Supreme on the front, nice drawstring, lots of cargo pockets. So yeah, I kind of like that. It looks like it's all cotton, but definitely probably will go for that army kind of camo colorway. Next up, we've got one of my most upvoted items, which is the canvas toe. I would love to get that in the black, but it also comes in a white as well with that red box logo Supreme on the front. White tends to get dirty for me, so that's why I would probably go for the black over the white. And that's going for around $78. Next up, we've got that Supreme Wedo stepping stool. Who doesn't need a stepping stool? I mean, I am tall, so I can get most things on my tippy toes, but definitely always could use the help of a stepping stool. So that holds up to 300 pounds, so basically a few of me. Comes in a red, a royal blue, as well as a black. And I'm probably gonna go for the black first just because of my feet. I don't wanna get it too dirty. And then the red, blue would be last up for me. And that's going to be selling for around $80. And last and finally, my other top item that I wanna go for is one of those backpacks. So it comes in the black option as well as the white, just like the tote. Again, probably gonna go for that black just based on the fact that, you know, white does get dirty. And that is going for $110. So let's go back through real quick, talk about my top 5 picks. So first off, I think I am for sure gonna go for that crochet hooded zip up. That's probably lower on the list because it's a little higher price point for $298, which is pretty pricey for a crochet item. Next up, the rainbow knit lounge gouge beanie in that red colorway, and then probably looking at going for those cotton cinch pants as well as the canvas tote, the stepping stool, and that backpack. Both the tote and backpack I will be going for in that all black colorway. All right, everyone. Thanks so much to tuning in to my channel, ShadeTV. My name's Marissa Hill. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys plan on copying this week, or if you're just going to be taking a pass on this. As always, don't forget to hit that notification bell, as we do have a ton of up and coming videos that we do want to alert you as soon as those are up and out. All right, everyone. Until next time, we'll catch you later.